Hey, how's it going everyone? This is DCSG 81. I hope you are doing very well, and today we are going to take a look at some comparison review for these two SH Figuarts Thor. This is the one from the Infinity War and this is the one from the Avengers Endgame. Okay, so this is, as you have guessed it, a video by request. I think a lot of you would like to know what's the differences or the similarity between these two SH Figuarts Thor. As you know, they are both from different movies. This is from the Infinity War, which have the more slimmer look and also the better looking one, as well as the one from the Avengers Endgame, where he have gained some weight. Okay. And with longer hair, he have gained back his longer hair, but with a beard as well. Okay, so as usual, we'll take a look at the overall aesthetic look first, and of course you can see, other than what okay, sorry about that. So other than what I have said earlier on, the overall head is very different. Of course, let's take a look. Okay, I would say that the hair color is golden again, golden kind of blonde. Okay, and the face, I would say, is an entirely new sculpt, because I really see a very different Chris Hemsworth face here. You can see this one is the slightly more pale, as well as this one is having a lot more skin tone. Yeah, slightly more realistic skin tone. Yeah, now that I actually compare them, this one actually looks a lot pale, and this one does have the scar on his right eyes, which is movie accurate, and this one seems to have none of it. Okay, yep. Okay, so it's a very different head sculpt, other than the hair and the beard. Of course, I would think that it's a entirely new one. It's not, they did not reuse this to make into this one. Okay, so as for the armor, yep, again I would say that other than the very obvious beer guts that he have for the Avengers Endgame, the entirely armor seems to be very similar, except for the belt area. Okay, you can see it's different compared to the Infinity War. And as I did mention earlier in the review for this Thor, he seems to have a much bigger type, and I think I was right. You can see it's a lot bigger. Okay, I think it's cool that they actually thought of that. If they would have used this skinnier types with the bigger beer guts, then it will looks a bit funny. Okay, even the trousers different is the trouser sculpture is different, as you can see. Yep. And for the cape, I think a lot of you would like to know, is it the same cape? Yes, I would say so, but this one do have the slightly darker tone of red as compared to this one, but they are both the same, non-wired, and they are both have this open seam at the end of the cape. Okay, so it feels the same though. Let me see. Nope, I'm wrong. This seems to be a little bit more how do I put it, not that thick, but this one seems like a thicker kind of cloth. Yeah, it feels kind of be like a more premium. Yeah, this one seems to be lighter and not that thick. This one is very thick cloth. Okay, so it seems that they have used a different material, but nevertheless it looks very similar. Okay, so the armor, yep, slightly different, except for the beer guts. The arms, yeah, let's compare the arms. Okay, yep, this one does seems to have a slightly thicker arm muscle, just very slightly different. I'm not sure if it shows on the camera, but if you have it on hand, you can see that is the arm for the Endgame is slightly thicker compared to this one. Okay, yep. So there it is. Yep, so it's quite a different kind of Thor. It's not that they just, you know, change the head and change the beer guts and give you a new Thor. No, they do change a few things here and there. The tights, the head, of course, the cape is a different material. The arms and the legs is slightly thicker for this one, yeah, as compared to this one. Okay, so right up next we'll go through the articulations, and of course this one on the head movement, he does seems a lot more hindered as compared to this clean cut Thor. Can seems to move a lot better. Okay, as for the arms, they are very similar because they both don't have the arm swivel. Okay, but they do have, this one do have a butterfly joint, which I think I didn't mention in my review. Let's see about this one. Yep, this one also has a very hidden butterfly joint, as you can see, very well done. Okay, and he also have a, this one do have, yeah, it's a single joint, as you can see. Okay, and mine for this Thor does come out pretty easily, as you can see. Okay, I hope it's just my issue. Okay, and this one also have a single joint elbow. Okay, very similar. Other than that, sorry, of course this one will be a lot easier to move around because of the smaller belly. Okay, he seems to move pretty easily for the small belly. And this one, because of his bigger one, he can move pretty easily, but he can't bend down pretty much. Okay, as compared to this one, he can bend down quite a lot, as you can see. This one he can't really bend down. Okay, this one have a pull down mechanisms. This one is a double joint knee. Okay, and I think it's quite similar. Yeah, it's very similar to this one. The articulation is very similar. So all in all, they are having the same articulation, except for the hindering on the heads for this Thor from the Endgame, as well as on the belly button. He can't really bend forward much, except for this one is a much better articulations. Okay, so let's go through the accessories. Okay, so for the accessory, this is pretty much what they comes with, except for a few more extra hands, and they don't come with any interchangeable face or interchangeable head. Both of them comes with the only one head. Okay, and there are some differences. Of course, you can see this one doesn't come with any Mjolnir, and this one does. And of course, when he comes with a Mjolnir, he comes with an extra set of hands to hold it. Okay, and this one doesn't. Okay, so I know a lot of you has been asking me that whether the hands to hold the Stormbreaker is the same. I will tell you right now that they are different. They actually improve it. This one is I mentioned before, is quite loose. It just fall off pretty easily. Like just now, when you can see, I just touch a bit, it drops off already. Other than what, oops, okay. And this one holds much better. Okay, so I'll show you the hands later, but before that, let's compare the Stormbreaker. Okay, so they looks very similar. Yep, no difference whatsoever. Okay, let's see. Yep, there are some slight difference. The silver for the Infinity War, this seems to be a slightly kind of dark. It bears some of the darker kind of shades for the silver, which looks very real. And this one is more clean. You can see that it's brighter in a way. It's like a new one. And I'm not sure about the quality because they both feels the same, but the one from the Infinity War, this piece, this square piece, comes off very easily. Yeah, it stick very well now because I have put some blue tack in so that it will stick. Otherwise it will always come out. But so far for the Avengers Endgame, doesn't seem to have this problem. I hope it won't have start to have the problem, but they feels very similar. Okay, very similar. Okay, and let's compare with the hands. Okay, I'll tell you why it's different. You can see that. Can you see the difference? This one is slightly more open, and this one at least they actually make the finger actually close up a little bit more for the better grip. Okay, yep, let's compare again. Yep, can you see the difference? Okay, yep, so these are the different. They actually improve it. I'm glad they actually listen to their customer complaints. This one really fall off very easily. But if you have purchased the maniple head, which is this one, okay, it also gives you a set of hands with a much better grip, I would say. Perfect grip for the Mjolnir as well as the Stormbreaker. Okay, you can use it on either one of them, and of course you can see the grip is almost a complete grip, so it wouldn't fall off in any way. This one will still fall off, but not as easily as the Infinity War one, but this one is the perfect grip. It wouldn't fall off in any way. Okay, so if you have bought the maniple one, then you will have this set of hands, then the problem will be solved. Okay, so to compare with the Mjolnir, I do have this SH Figuarts Thor, which is from the Age of Ultron, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, this is from the Age of Ultron, and they both have the Mjolnir that comes with it. Let's compare. Okay, so as I show in my previous review, this portion can be taken out. Okay, same goes for this one. Okay, this is how you let them hold to it. Okay, so let's take a look. Okay, so as we can see here, it's actually being improved. Okay, maybe not much on the camera, but in front of me I can see that it's really been improved, although they feel very much the same. You can see the silver, the paint. This is more like the kind of like a darker kind of silver, the dark gunmetal, sorry, yeah, the gunmetal kind of gray, and this is a very clean one. Okay, just like the Stormbreaker. Okay, the Infinity War one have the slightly like the gunmetal kind of gray, while the Endgame is more cleaner. Okay, yep, but pretty much they feel the same. And yeah, you can see the handle is different now. Sorry about that. Yep, I kind of prefer the Age of Ultron one because it's slightly longer and it looks more natural. This one is just like this. Yep, and they are both plastic. It's not a real cloth or real leather. Yeah, this one looks better. Okay, but in terms of the metal part, I like the gunmetal more of this one. Okay, it looks more real in a way. Okay, so right up next, I would like to compare all the Thor that I have. This is from the SH Figuarts. This is slightly different. This is from the Mesco Thor Ragnarok, and SH Figuarts Infinity War, SH Figuarts Avengers Endgame. Okay, so I know that SH Figuarts did make a Ragnarok Thor, but somehow the Mesco one seems more appealing to me. Yep, so that's why I got it, which is why you can see that it's slightly different compared to the the three SH Figuarts ones. Okay, so this is how they look like in a group photo. Okay, so my final verdict for these two, I mean, if you were to ask me which one should you get, I would definitely say if you can get your hand on this one, the Avengers Infinity War, I think you should seriously consider getting this one, because I'm not sure, maybe I just kind of like the Thor in this form. Yeah, and he also seems to be a lot cooler in the Infinity War as compared to the one from the Avengers Endgame. But because this one, I think if you want to get him, the last time I checked, the price is almost triple, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, it's very expensive now. I'm not sure whether with the release of this one whether the price did drop or not. Yeah, but I'm very sure this is very expensive before he got released. Very expensive. Okay, so right now if you don't have a choice, you may get this one. Like I mentioned, I sort of grew to like his beard as well as the beard guards. Yeah, and also he comes with a Mjolnir. A lot of you have been looking for one. Some of you even buy this Thor just because they wanted to have the Mjolnir. Okay, but now you don't have to get that one. You can just get this, and it comes with both weapons. And yep, I do think this is a very good one, although it's a shame that he doesn't come with any lightning effects. Yep. I know a lot of you wanted to have some lightning effects. Yep, he doesn't come with any. Okay, so oh yeah, I know you will say that you want this one, you don't have to get the high price because the Mayfax is making one. Okay, and it's coming out next month, February. Okay, so I already pre-ordered that, and I'm sure a lot of you would have as well. That one comes with some interchangeable head or face, if I'm not wrong, and also some lightning effects. Very cool. Yeah, I'll love to see that one. And of course, once I receive it, I will do a comparison for you guys as well as some review. Yep, so hope you guys stay tuned for that. Yep, so this is my comparison review. I hope you like it. Give me a thumbs up if you like it, and of course leave me any further comments below if you have any more questions that you'd like to ask about these two Thor. And of course subscribe to my channel as well if you have not, and also click on the bell button so that you'll be notified whenever I have any new videos being uploaded. And I'll see you in my next review. Bye. This one he can bend out. Oops. Okay.